Hi everyone. Uh, I I don't even really know what to say. Yeah, if you have been on my channel for the past couple of weeks, you might have noticed that I finally had a video up that I really wanted to post, and I finally got to it, which was part 6 of my Fist of the North Star retrospective. And what you might be noticing now is that you can't see it. Um, yeah, yeah, as you can tell from the title of this, yeah, I got a copyright strike. And, it's been about a week or so. I really wanted to do like a mandatory update before that, but I was just feeling really down, honestly. I was feeling very depressed because, if you are a fan of what I do, and there are some out there, and I really appreciate the ones who are there, well, you know that what I do, it's a bit of an acquired taste. I'm not like most people who put content on YouTube. I'm not the kind of person who's got flashy effects, and I don't really push myself to be a typical public speaker, very loud and flashy and all that stuff. What I like to do is I like to have my content kind of speak for itself. Interesting stories speak for themselves. And so I do things at a snail's pace. And between part 5 and part 6 of my retrospective, it had taken about, what, a little over a year or so. Let me fix the angle a little bit. And so I'm really frustrated on behalf of people who have like actually waited, who are actually entertained by what I do, who actually like the videos I put out. I really appreciate it, and I really want to apologize. So in this last retrospective, I had a couple of copyright notices, and of course it's nothing new. I've been doing it for a while, and I know a little bit how the system works. It's automatic. Like, it has to be automatic. Like, there's no way a human will go through all the videos on YouTube, right? It has to be some automatically generated thing. And so it's automatically generated. This was the first time that they had threatened to take it off from all countries. And ironically, just very ironically, if you were one of the few people who actually watched the video, there's a part in the retrospective where I talk about DD, Fist of the North Star, and that's owned by TV Tokyo. And TV Tokyo was the one who gave me the copyright strike. And it's just extremely ironic, because if you actually watch the video, I spoke in the most glowing terms about DD Hokuto no Ken. That's what I said the best things about, so it's just very frustrating to hear this kind of thing. So I was feeling very down because, as I said, I do things at a snail's crawl, and I don't apologize for that. I mean, that's just kind of how I work. That's kind of how I do things. I do want to keep coming out with content that's entertaining for people, but at the same time, like everybody else, I've got my job, I've got a kid, I've got things to do. It's really hard to make quality videos, and I only want to make quality ones. I don't want to make ones that are less than like the best that I can do. So it was just very frustrating. I felt like my already slow snail's crawl is going to have to be slowed down, and it's necessarily going to have to be. Like, even this video, if it exceeds 10 minutes, I believe, I can't put it up, or I have to break it up. So I want to try my best to avoid that. Again, I just wanted to say sorry to people who saw the video and who liked it, because in a very short time, a lot of people, at least on my small level, there was a very good ratio between the number of people who saw it and the ones who put likes. Like, it instantly got something like 1 out of maybe like 5 people would hit a like. And for YouTube videos, that's actually a pretty high percentage, so I was very happy. I think that people who watched it liked it. I tried my best to make it. It took me a long time to research it, get it out, and I finally improved my microphone, so there's not a lot of microphone pee-pops coming in. I find a way to get rid of that. But I'm going to try my best to keep my chin up, because I think that maybe what I had done, I didn't get any complaint from the content holder of Fist of the Blue Sky, which Fist of the Blue Sky I spoke in the worst terms about. But I think that I didn't show longer clips. I think that I showed just shorter clips, and I think maybe that's what the problem was. So I'm gonna have to wait. According to the guidelines of this copyright strike, I can't put anything long on my channel for 6 months. So I'm so sorry to people who actually like what I do and look forward to videos that I do. Because I got that strike, I can't put long videos on there for about 6 months. And you know, almost everything that I do, I want to sit down, I want to explore it, I want to discuss it. I want to put a lot more than just like 10 minutes into it, but that's all that I can do right now. And I'm very sorry. So I'm just gonna wait those 6 months. I'm gonna edit it to see if I can take out the longer parts. Because see here, this is the process. As I said, it's all automated. You know, it's obviously automated. And what basically happens is people who own the copyright, you can fight the copyright, but basically all it is you have a little section where you can like plead your case. You know, say why what you're doing does not violate copyright. And I, like many people out there, like, you know, there's a lot of people who you see over the years, like, you know, I've been watching Nostalgia Critic, I've been watching AVGN, Spoonie, like all these guys that have inspired me. That's what they do. They take movies and stuff and they play them and they critique them and all that kind of thing. I thought, okay, I'll do the same thing. There is something called fair use. And when I got that copyright strike, I thought every one of my ducks are in a row. And I pled my case. I said, fair use, you know, you can use other people's copyrighted material, you know, within certain lengths. And I outlined all the things that I did that were, you know, that I thought were within fair use, which are, you know, you credit the people who own the copyright, which I did. TV Tokyo is definitely in the credits. You only use clips. You don't use like whole things. I turned off monetization, so even no matter what, it's I'm not making any money from it. It's just for entertainment purposes. I was really proud of it. I had all those like ducks in a row, and I explained it, and then it just, you know, I don't know the process. It just goes to them. Maybe there's a person in there, you know, like their legal department who looks at it, and then just says yes or no. And you know, obviously they're, you know, they just either didn't watch it or didn't like know, or you know, just didn't care. You know, just okay, click no. You know, copyright strike against me. So what can I do? So again, I'm gonna try my best to keep my chin up, and I'm going to just wait it out. I'm gonna continue doing video game long plays. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to shorten the length to 10 minutes each. So that really stinks, but I'm gonna keep up with that as best as I can, and I'm gonna try to you know, make any other videos that I have on the agenda. I might just have to split them up just for now, and then in 6 months when the strike is gone, I'm gonna re-edit and put up the part 6, and I'm gonna take away the offending parts, and then hopefully that'll solve the problem, because I really want people to see it. I really want people to see Fist of the North Star. As mad as I am right now at TV Tokyo, I want people to see their work. I want people to buy their work. It's great. Again, I spoke of it in just glowing terms because I love it. And, you know, if you're a fan of Fist of the North Star, there's no reason you shouldn't love it either. So, again, I can see my time is already kind of going. So, yeah, I've apologized enough. I think that you know how I feel. I thought that I had done everything well. Apparently, I've got to look into it a little bit better. I'm going to promise to do that, and yeah, I'm going to keep my content rolling as best as I can. So, if you're a fan, if you appreciate what I do, thank you. I ask you for your patience, and that's all I can do for right now. Okay, 見てくれてありがとうございます。さよなら。